Let's get ready for the archery section, the prepared speeches section. Today, the first speaker for today is giving his project number 2, Organize Your Speech from Competent Communication Manual. Before I introduce him on stage, I request his evaluator, Toastmaster Karthikeyan Thuriraj to read his objectives.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. The objectives of Project 2, Organize Your Speech are: select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. Make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message. Use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another, and create a strong opening and conclusion. Timer, please note, the time is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. This particular Toastmaster says that a leader should be always focused on his goal. When I asked his colleagues about him, they said he's like a horse with a head. Whenever he fixes a target, he goes there, achieves it, and then turns back and looks around. He's such a dedicated leader. Without any further ado, I welcome Toastmaster Vijayakumar on stage. Toastmaster Vijayakumar, mutual fund investments are subjected to market risk. Mutual fund investments are subjected to market risk. Toastmaster Vijayakumar. Over to you.
Next month is March. It's end of our financial year. How many of you invested in mutual funds? How many of you read the terms and conditions carefully? No one? No worries. Even if you read, you will not understand anything. Good morning, fellow storeholders, and welcome guests.
Good morning.
After a long sleep on that Sunday, a friend of mine came to my house and told there was a walk-in interview in Chennai. Myself and 3 other friends planned to attend that interview and travel to Chennai. Together, we can do more. Next day, we all went for that interview. HR collected our resumes, and as usual, she said, "We will get back to you." And as usual, she didn't get back to us. I bought a new mobile and registered my resume in few job portals. After 2 days, I got a call from a consultancy. A lady spoke to me. "Am I speaking to Vijay?" I said, "Yes." After my reply, anyone know how she spoke to me? I am Are you okay with the schedule? I don't know whether to say yes or no. I had a doubt whether I have invested my money in any mutual funds, and she is explaining me the risks involved in that line. Mutual funds are subject to market. Please read the document can be like that what we see in our television advertisements. I realized that she is speaking in English. Other than that, I could not able to understand what she spoke. I calmly told, "Vijay is not here. Please call to this number tomorrow." "Okay, thank you." She gabbled again and ended. I was so paralyzed in her speech. After a few hours, I got another call from the same number. I don't know how to respond to this. I am very panicked to attend the call, and I switched off my mobile for the whole day. I explained this to my friend. He told me, "If she calls tomorrow, you better interrupt and say what you feel." I hesitated to do so. He asked me, "Are you proposing your love to her? You don't know what she is speaking. Then how you will get the job?" Friends, it's because of fear. Next day, she called me. Again the same story. Am I speaking to Vijay? Yes. Ta 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 ta. I disrupted her and said, the only thing I understood from your speech is you are speaking in English. She laughed loudly. I was ashamed of it. But she appreciated my practice. And she spoke normally. She told that she was a consultant. She saw my resume in some job portals and she asked me whether I could be able to attend an interview next week. Now I said yes. Next week, I attended that interview. But I could not able to present my project very clearly. Again, friends, it's because of fear. She called me and said, the result was not favorable to me. But she understood my potential and trained me how to present myself and my project in the interview. She gave me a lot of tips, like I need to practice in front of the mirror. I need to give a self-introduction so that I will be in a comfortable zone to present my project. Get rid of unnecessary conversation fillers. Tailor my message. Up my empathy of the interviewer. This took a few weeks to practice. After a few mock-up interviews, she scheduled an interview in a company. I would say she was a coach, not a consultant. In the interview, I rocked myself as I am Vijay ta 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 ta, and explained my project very clearly. Next day, she called me and said, Vijay, you won. I thanked her. Together, we can do more. I felt every delay is because of fear. After that, in my life, ta 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 ta, I ran in such a speed and won many fears. The beautiful thing about the fear is, if you run towards it, it runs away. This is quote from Abhin Sharma. Thank you. Handing over the podium to Vijayakumar.